Hi guys. So aside from my comic book reviews, I'm also going to be doing record reviews. So welcome to the first episode of that. So for today, I picked up two records recently that have come out in the past, I believe, 6 months or so. I just want to talk a little bit about those. These guys are up and coming artists, very talented. Definitely not in the mainstream, so you'd have to do a little bit of digging to find these guys, but great records, both debut albums. So these are both the first records from these particular artists. So the first one is a band called Bros. This is Bros. They are a side project of the band Sheepdogs. I'm sure many of you guys have heard of the Sheepdogs. The Sheepdogs are a Canadian-based band, I believe, from the West Coast. So these are the two dudes from the Sheepdogs that kind of went off on their own, wanted to do like a different kind of sound aside from the Sheepdogs and make their own record. So the band is called Bros and the record's called Volume 1. It's a very soul-oriented kind of record, very different, again, from the Sheepdogs. A lot of pop sensibility in the album. The song Tell Me was the original and first single off the album. They have a music video for that as well, and they are out of Dynalone Records, which is an incredible record label based out of Toronto and Nashville, I believe. And they have a bunch of people on their label, such as one of my favorite bands, Monster Truck. Shout out to those guys. You guys are awesome. And City and Color is on there as well. I believe Joe Bonamassa is on their label as well. So they have a lot of cool artists on their label. So if you're into rock and roll with a lot of soul and a little bit of pop sensibility in there, this is definitely a band to check out. Look up the song Tell Me. It's on Spotify, and you can find the music video on YouTube and all that good stuff. So Bros, Volume 1, check that out. Next, we have Anderson Paak with Malibu. I'm sorry for the glare here. I'll hold it up. Anderson Paak is a hip-hop artist. I generally do not listen to hip-hop, but this guy is kind of too talented to ignore. Anderson Paak released this album, I believe, in 2015, and it sold out everywhere immediately. I had to wait about 6 months for this album, and I had ordered it from about 7-8 record stores, all sold out all across Toronto. Finally, it came last week, and I have not been able to stop listening to it. It's absolutely incredible. He's a drummer as well. So a lot of the instrumentation on this album is live. He doesn't use a lot of, samples or anything like that. It's all live, trumpets, guitars, drums. Again, a lot of soul in the music as well, but it is, a lot of it is hip-hop with soul roots. A lot of blues in there as well. It's very cool. Again, if you're into any sort of music, it's kind of hard to deny this guy's talent. I don't care if you're into rock and roll, you're into rap, you're into country. This guy is an incredibly talented individual and deserves that recognition that he might not be getting right now, but I'm sure he will be getting, once his second album's out and once he starts, getting on big tours. And speaking of which, he will be on tour with Bruno Mars, I believe, on his upcoming tour. So keep an eye out for Anderson Paak. This guy's gonna definitely get really, really big. So yeah, those are my two albums for this week, guys. It's Bros and Anderson Paak. Check them out.